It's about time, and our last speaker today is Jeremy Blanc, and he will talk about groups of birational transformations.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to come here to New Orleans. It's my first time here, so I'm happy to be there. I will talk about birational transformations. So it's not really algebraic group, as you will see, but it's not so far. So we take X algebraic variety. So in this talk, I will work over some field algebraically closed. So you can also do it for any field, but there are some troubles to take care. So I do the simple case. K is equal to K bar. And I will look at the group of birational transformation of X. So it's birational map. So this is a priori a set of birational maps. It is also a group for the composition. So a group for composition of maps. And now the question is it also, for example, an algebraic group? So what kind of other kind of structures can we put on it? So is B, for example, a group scheme or algebraic group? Topological group. You can ask many questions. So we have the group, but we want to put some other structure on it. So the first thing that we can do, the naive way, is to, not so naive in fact.
So irreducible the line.
Yeah.
We said irreducible.
Yeah, irreducible. Yeah, irreducible. Yes. So. And also we can take X projective, otherwise if it's not, we talk about birational maps, so very often I will take it projective for some doing. So first approach, which is classical approach, it's that X is projective, we take it, the group doesn't change so much, so, and we look at to an element F in this, we associate its graph. So we take the graph in this, which is the closure of the F is in the domain of F. Okay, you take this and you take the closure. And this is a closed subvariety of X times X, which is a surface. X is anything. Afterwards, I will do it for P2, but it's something. It is, I will call it Y. So you have Y in X cross X, and you have a projection on the first and second factor, and this is your birational map. So to every birational map, you associate the graph, and it's a bijection. Okay, so doing this, you can say then you can see that this embeds B and X. You could put it in the Hilbert scheme of X times X. So you take the closed subvarieties of X times X, and you embed it inside, and you can see that you have also, of course, the automorphism of X. And proposition. So we don't know from who it is, but at least you can find it in EGA. And in EGA for this, and in Alamura 87 for this, I'm not sure that it's really, maybe it was done before. That's out X and Bx by these things are inside are open. Okay, so it's an open condition because you ask that here your map should be birational, and this is an open condition. And for the auth, you can also see that it's open. So you have a group, no, you have a scheme, which is maybe not a group scheme a priori, but you have at least, you have some sub-scheme here. So this gives us a scheme structure to beer X. So in general, it has infinitely many components. And most of the time, the components are not of bounded dimension. So, but yeah, that's life. And you obtain something like this. And then you can ask, so this is for the algebraic structure, but you have also the group structure that you didn't take into account here. And you can ask, is it compatible with it?
You really can have components of different dimensions.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most of the time. No, not good. That's the point. That's the point. So yeah. So is this compatible? Yeah, with the group structure. So as you observed, yeah, no in general. So so first I will say when it is. So 1, so yes, for auth X. So this is a group scheme. For this, again, it has many, maybe infinitely many components, but at least it works for this one. But for beer X, it works also for sometimes. For beer X, if so, X is a what? So it's a terminal model. So this is the result of Hanamura this is a paper on 1987. So what does it mean? It means that X projective Q factorial, and so with terminal singularities, and so you can, if you don't want this, you can, for example, smooth is enough, but you need something more, that kx, multiple of kx, maybe a multiple because kx is maybe not Cartier, but a multiple is enough. Okay, so you have intersect every curve non-negatively. Okay, so this is some case of varieties, and in this case you have that. So in this case, you have beer X is a group scheme, auth X also, of course, inside, and is open and closed, and beer 0x is an abelian variety. Okay, so this is when you have not so many birational maps in some sense. It is good. But in general, you can see that no in general. So I will give an example. Sorry. I should not write here. Yeah. Okay. So I will not use this one. Okay, so if you take this approach and you do it, for example, for P2, you can see that this structure is not compatible at all with the group structure. So, example. X is P2. So if you look at B P2 instead of this, so you have some birational maps corresponds to some subset here, which is now a surface. And you look at the Chow group, the corresponding set of surface here up to equivalence. So this is the generated by, so Y is equivalent to P2 times a point, some with a multiple, then a point times P2, and then something like a line in both sides. And okay, because it has to be birational, it means that this is 1 and then this is 1. And so if you project on both sides, you want it to be of degree 1, so you have this. So it remains one number, we'll call it D. And what you can see is that D is the degree of F. So what is the degree of F? So this is the degree of a pullback of a hyperplane in general. So hyperplane, so here a line. You take the line back and you get some curve, and you ask what is the degree for general hyperplane. And it is also the degree of, I will write it. When you write F from P2 to P2, you can write it as with homogeneous polynomials of the same degree. And you can assume that they have no common factor. And when you do this, the degree is the same. So there are many ways to see the degree of a birational map. So it's not the topological degree, because this is one is birational, but it's the degree of the components or the degree of a line. And this is exactly the degree here, because you take a line and you take it back at the, so you have, you take a line here, you take it back, you get something in general with singularities. And to get the degree, you intersect with the line. So you take the preimage of a line here, and you cut. So this is exactly the number that you get here. Okay, so just to say that because you have if you have to take the scheme structure, for any connected component, this degree will be fixed. So for each component, you have the same degree, and so in fact, you can see that with this structure, you have P2 is the union of the map of degree 1 with the map of degree 2, and so on. And each one is a nice algebraic variety, so this is just PGL3 of K. This corresponds, you take homogeneous polynomial of degree 2, so that they are birational. So this lies in a projective space. It's just a set of polynomials up to multiple. And the fact of asking that it's birational, it's a locally closed condition. So it's not closed, it's not open, but in fact, to show that it's locally closed, you look at the dominant map, and they are open, and then the birational map in the dominant map are closed. So that's the way to see. And so you have a nice algebraic variety here for each degree. And yes?
So here, P2, I mean, here in X cross X has many components itself. Right?
Yes.
So the components of Beer Pn fits into some of the components? Or
Yes.
like, is it distributed evenly? I mean, is...
But you get, for example, here you only get the part which has 1 here. So you don't get all components. You don't get something which is you get some part which is yeah, there are some components that you don't get.
Never touch it.
Yeah,
Yes.
but there are some, yeah, all the ones where you have some. So this one, yeah, you don't get everything, but you get some. And at least just this remark is to show that this is an infinite union. Each component here has a dimension which is bigger and bigger. So if you take the group structure, it will not work. And in fact, you can also do it simply. You take the map of degree 2 and map of degree 2, and you take the product. And you can see that for composition of map of degree 2, you can get a map of degree 4. In general, it is what you get, because you compose 2 maps of degree 2, so you replace, you get some polynomial of degree 4. But in general, it's 4, but sometimes it could be that you have some factorization. So for example, the simplest map is a classical one, is YZ XZ XY. So, but if you write it, you can write it like this, so you see that the map is involutive. So if you compose this map with itself, it's of degree 1. So you compose, you can get a map of degree 4, 3, 2, and 1. So all are possible. So it will not work with the group structure, because you have you go on in some different components because of this. Okay, so just to explain that this will never work in general. So you have to, yeah, you can do another way to do.
There may be another problem, but
Yes.
but in BRX, that here you choose a projective model. But this part is a Hilbert scheme which depends really on this projective model.
Exactly. Yes. Even in the article, he explained that for some cases you have if you change the projective model, it could be that the scheme is not the same, but they are not so different. So he explained that in some cases it's good. So yeah, even yeah, there are some other problems. Yeah, that's true. So in fact, I started on this question not by looking at this, but directly by the other thing that I will explain. And afterwards, I realized that when we have finished our work, we realized this work, and we wanted just to compare. And he said, yeah, some people say, but yes, it is a scheme. And then it's not the problem that it's not a scheme. It's a scheme, but not a group scheme. So, okay. So another way to look at Beer X and is to try to understand families. So I will explain this. So this was done. This is classical also. So you don't know maybe what is Beer X, but you can do. So maybe we don't know what is Beer X, but we can define what are morphisms. We define a morphism. A to Beer X, where A is an algebraic variety, or you can do from anything you want, but I will stick to the case algebraic variety defined over the same field. And so it's often in algebraic geometry, you want to create something. So for some moduli space, you don't know really what it is, but you can define the morphism, and then you get a functor and you ask if it's representable. So for example, for a line bundle or for vector bundle, or modulus space of curves. And sometimes it is representable and sometimes not. So I will do what happens in this case. So you have an algebraic variety, you want to do it. So you want, for any point, you want a birational map, and you want that they behave well by this. So what you do is just we say a birational map from like this. So a birational means that I project on A and I am above like this. So for every A, I want a birational map, and I want to do it.
For most days? Oh,
Pardon?
the domain has to meet every fiber?
Exactly. So that's the point. So you want that you take the open subset here, where it's the isomorphism. You want that this surjects on this. So, and so if you do this for every point A, you restrict to the map. You have A, and I will call it FA of X, and so the map A of FA is given like this. So for every point A, you get a birational map. So this is a birational map from A cross X to A cross X, which has a big open subset of definition. Okay, so this is just a definition of a morphism from A to Bir X, and with this we can construct. We can get, for example, a topology. I will call it Zariski topology on Bir X. So this was introduced by De Mazur and then by Serre. So implicitly in De Mazur, but explicitly in the Bourbaki seminar of Serre. So you get that this F is in Bir X is closed if and only if the preimage by any morphism is closed Okay, so it's the strongest topology which makes all this morphism continuous. And okay, you can define similarly. We get the pardon?
It's like a hard definition to check.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, in practice, it's not so clear a priori. Me, I'm most interested in the case where X is rational, so in the case where bare X is very big. And in this case, in fact, we can check. We can, but a priori, it's true that yeah, you give me a subset. It's not so clear that it is closed or not. You have to do, but we have some universal property and some morphism, so we can really check that this in practice. Basically, we can show that this is you have not all morphisms to check, but some infinite sequence, but countable, at least for Pn. And similarly, you can define the Zariski topology on Bir X cross Bir X. So you do the same, but you have a family of birational map in both sides. So it's not the product topology, it's just like in Zariski topology, okay? And then in this case, you can see that then the map like this, given by the product, is continuous. And also the inverse is continuous. This is directly from the definition, and this is you have to work a little bit, but it's not so complicated. And so you get something which should look like a algebraic group. So if it was if it's a good algebraic group, you get the standard structure that you want. So in the case, for example, of in this case, the topology that you get is exactly the good one, and the morphism that you have defined are exactly the good one. So it's really asking if this is representable works here, and this is the good thing that you want. And okay, so you can ask if this has a if it's representable in general. So, or you can also ask what is if with this topology you are connected. So, for example, this was a question of Serre when he defined this. He wanted to know if the group was connected. So, Pn is connected for any n for this topology. So if you look at this, you say, okay, it cannot be the topology that you have before. You really want something different, because the union partition by the degrees here, maybe you have to do also by degrees, by the inverse also. But it's natural, but you have connected, so you have to mix the degree together. And also you have Beer P2 is simple. So it means that you have no non-trivial normal subgroup which are closed over an algebraically closed field. This is really important here. Not really here, but the other one, yes. For example, I don't know if it's true over R, and I guess that more that it's false over R.
When you say connected, it's not the same as irreducible.
It is also irreducible, yeah. Yeah. In this case. In fact, it's better you have every 2 points you can find a morphism from a subset of A1, which sends 1 point, which relies 2 points. So it's you have in some sense it's path connected in the algebraic meaning. So it's it's connected, but it's also irreducible. And so for higher dimension, we don't know if it's simple or not. So I will just, it's not really with the topology and so on, but because I write this, I need to say that if you remove the topology, it's false. So almost, a bit after. If you take is not simple as an abstract group, and it has no natural normal subgroups, but you don't define them by a quotient. You just take, in some sense, that you take the normal subgroup. You take an element general, and you take some large power, and you take the normal subgroup generated by this, and you see it's not this for F. General. So you take a map of degree D for some non-D1, because if it's 1, it's linear, and the group generated by any linear map except the identity, it's everything, the normal subgroup. But if you take a map of degree D general, then you take some large power, and it's not everything. So in some sense, you have a lot of normal subgroups, but they are not so natural because there are in some sets discrete, so you don't have a good, nice quotient. And for this, I know that over R there are some nice quotients. Even better, there are some index 2 subgroups. So it's quite strange. But this is work of my PhD students, which is very recent, so I will not write it, even if it's recorded. Okay. So just a bit about this topology, and now we can ask if is the group beer X an algebraic group or group scheme, if you want. So first, in some sense, of course not. If you say it like this, no, because it should be an infinite dimension. Infinite dimension. In general, I mean, for some algebraic variety, for example, there are many algebraic variety where this is a finite group. So for example, you take X is, I will say A2. It's like you can just to write it in coordinates, but you do it in P2 if you want. You take XY goes to X, Y plus so you get some families parameterized by GA to the power M, N plus 1 in fact, embed into the automorphism of A2, which is once you have fixed an embedding, this is in BRP2. Yeah, I didn't say it, but for this definition, it's good if you change the model. It doesn't change the topology at all. Everything up to birational equivalence is perfect because you ask to have a birational map. If you conjugate by something, everything works well. So it doesn't depend on the birational map between A2 and P2. So you do it for any n. So it can of course not be an algebraic group in this way, but it could be maybe. So maybe it is. So because it's here, it's a conference in algebraic groups, I will take care. I will make some. It's written like this in an article of Shafarevich in the 60s. So he called algebraic group of infinite dimension, and now people call it more IND group. So there are many ways to see it, but one way is to say that you have G is the union of GI, where GI is contained in GI plus 1. It's closed. Every GI is an algebraic variety. And this is some sense in variety, and then you can define what is a morphism between two things. You have morphism is something so that every pieces is sent on another piece, and so you have an in group. But take care that the GI are not subgroups. Huh? So this is a generalization of algebraic group, and you can say maybe it could be that it's not this beer X is not algebraic group because it has infinite dimension. But if when you enlarge this, then you can maybe have some nice structure of in the group or algebraic group of infinite dimension. Okay, so it works sometimes, maybe not for beer, but maybe for some subgroups. So I said before that out of X is a group scheme when X is projective. So if it's not projective, it's false. And but if you have, for example, out of AN, this is not projective, so it's not a algebraic group. As we have seen, it has to be of infinite dimension when n is more than is 2 or more. And but this is not so bad because it is an IND group. So you have I will write it like this. So the automorphism so the degree here is just degree of the polynomials. So here it's uniquely given by some polynomials, and you can, as before, you can put it in some in the endomorphism of an of degree at most I. So it is a to some number which depends on I. It's binomial. I don't want to compute it. And here you can see that it's locally closed. So the first way that it was in Shafarevich, he explained that this is locally closed, and his proof was not so good because he said, okay, he used implicitly the Jacobian conjecture because he said a map here, it's an automorphism if and only the Jacobian is invertible. And so it gives, if it was true, what he assumed at this moment, he said, yeah, one can check. Then it's clear that it's locally closed because you want that many coefficients have to be 0, because when you do the Jacobian determinant, you have a polynomial, so you have all coefficients has to be 0 except the first one, and the first one has to be non-zero, so it's locally closed. Okay, but without this, you can anyway prove that really it's locally closed by the same argument as what I said before. So you take the map which are dominant, so it corresponds exactly to say that the Jacobian determinant is not identically 0, and this is open, and then you show that this one is closed in the dominant maps. Okay, and if you take, for example, the one of the subgroup of Jacobian 1, which is a normal subgroup, this is even better. It's closed here, so it's a nice affine variety here. But the other one is also affine. It's locally closed, but it's affine because it's given just by one equation which is not 0. So you have a union of affine varieties, one closed in the other one, and you can find that the families that I gave are compatible with this. So the morphism from algebraic variety to this, in my sense, because here this is of course subset of B A n. So a family like this is just a family like this which stands here. And if you do this, you can check that it is the same to have a morphism to here or a morphism to this IND variety, which, what is a morphism to here? It's a morphism which has an image like this in one piece for an algebraic variety. And you can do it also for any IND variety if you want, so to have the really the good functor. So here it's represent, the functor is here, is representable in the new category. So because it's a new category, you have also to do the families starting from the elements in this category too, but it works. And so here it works perfectly. But now the question is what happens for beer? And Okay. For example, I look on this, but afterwards we can do it in general for another variety. In fact, if you take an automorphism of affine variety, it works also. So you start for AN, it works, but you do it for any affine variety, it works also. So then we will do it for this, and then maybe do it in general if it works. But the problem, it doesn't work already for this. So I will not go. Yeah. Anyway, there are some things which are positive. So I'm working now on two other varieties than this one, but to see what happens. Okay, so for this group, you can try to understand the topology and also the morphism. And there is, as it was said before by Brian, it's not so clear a priori how to check that this is something is closed. And in fact, in this case, we can do it. We take we call it H. So we fix N. And I will write HD is the set of polynomial of degree D. So this is sorry, yeah, for my notation. This is I take this up to equivalence. Lambda in K star. So I would like to do it not for equivalence by a number, but by a polynomial. It would be better for me. But afterwards, it's not really algebraic variety. So this is a projective space for some degree, which depends on D and on N, of course. But and then inside, I look at the such that the map, I will call it phi f, corresponding to this because I wrote is birational. And as I said before, you can, in this case, find that this is locally closed. You take the dominant one, it's open, and then the other one is closed. In fact, what you write HD times W for some fixed degree, and you try to find that the map multiplied by the other is the identity. So you try to get the inverse, and because we know that we have a bound for in the inverse, this is closed, and you take the projection of something closed, so it's closed also, because the other one is a projective space, and you should show that it's closed, and then you intersect with the dominant ones. So this is the ID, and now you have a map from this to BRPN, which is you say F0 Fn to Vf, and okay, you have to show that this is a morphism. So this is an algebraic variety. The other one is a morphism in this sense. So first time we have seen this, it was we say okay, it's completely trivial, but no, it's not trivial. In fact, it's the tricky part of the proof, because you want to see that it's really birational. I mean, yeah, to find that the map corresponding to here is birational, and to find really what is the U is not so clear. You have to use something radicial extension, and it's not so trivial. But as it was said this week, it's something that it's not surprising, but not so trivial. Okay, and then you have the morphism, and okay, you land not on this, you land on something of degree at most d, and this is surjective. In fact, you don't get map of degree d because I didn't ask that they have no common. Maybe they have a common factor, so you can divide. And if the map of degree is smaller, you multiply by a factor, you get a lot of people here. So the it's 1-to-1 on the map of degree d, but the preimage of a point here, which is of smaller degree, we can see that it's in fact a projective space. So, okay, so this is a morphism in the sense, but it's not so nice. You have a lot of big varieties which are contracted. And what we can find is that, I will call it by D. So the lemma, it's that if you have F in beer P n is closed, in HD is closed for any D. So at least you have only countably many maps to check, and something maybe even better. The map is closed, so if you have something which is closed in HD, you take the image, it's closed. So in this strange topology, a priori, it's complicated to find if something is closed, but in HD, it's very easy. It's a nice algebraic variety. So this is even better. So if you have some subset of bounded degree, it's easy to check if it's closed. Okay, and you can also find that every morphism for every morphism A to B Pn and every point A. So every morphism lifts to this. So it's like a universal property, but a local universal property, because you need to do it for every point, and maybe so there exists. You take an open subset here, a neighborhood of A, which goes to and you can factorize. So that's why you can show this using this, in fact. But you have to do it for each point, and it's not clear that you can do it globally. For example, we have some explicit example of something of degree 2. So this is morphism. Every point is of degree 2, but I cannot lift to something of degree 2. I can lift to degree 3, which is quite strange. And but the example is here a nodal curve. So maybe if you do the thing of something normal, it would work, but I don't know. Anyway, so with this kind of thing, we can have some idea about the subset, so closed subset of BRPN, and we can find we have some idea about, for example, the algebraic subgroup. So I will talk about this more in detail tomorrow. But also we can answer the question that I asked before. So is it representable? And the answer is no. So it was with Jean-Philippe Furter. It is so there is no structure of ind group on BRPN. So what you want to say, for example, so compatible with the morphism. Or even the topology is not the good one. There is no ind variety which has the same topology as this. Or you can check just, in fact, is not homeomorphic to any ind variety in the, you can say, algebraic space or stack. It's not the problem that we didn't look enough. The thing that we will get, it's very bad. So I will explain this in an example. The reason is given by this example. I take x is a is p2 minus some point. I will write what they are. And I send to the BRP. Let's do it for p2. For 1, of course, it works. It's a PGL2. So
What does compatible with homomorphism?
it means that such that I want a structure so that the morphism of which I define should be the morphism of algebraic varieties. So in some sense, I want to know if this functor is representable. And no, the answer is no, it's not representable. And moreover, you can just check by looking at the topology is not the good one. So to say that it's not only, yeah, it's even, the obstruction can be checked just by saying that the topology is very bad.
So it's not representable by in group or
By
in variety,
in variety.
even if by in variety.
Yeah, in the, yeah. If it was representable by invariety, it would be homeomorphic to this invariety, and but even just for the topology is not good. So,
So even if you disregard composition,
yeah, we don't look at the composition at all, and so the family of morphism are enough to kill everything. So it's not a problem of the group structure.
Why you did this? Very nasty.
I didn't know it was nasty. No, but in some sense, it's the you have a group of rational transformation in general for any variety. Me, I'm more interested in the PN because they are where they have most, but I also studied some others, so like cubic threefolds, for example, or other things. But and then you want to put some structure on it, and yeah, you try to work, and it's not. The thing is that it doesn't work so much. Well, I will give some positive answer just after, maybe for the other question, maybe. Okay, so I just look at the map given by. I will write it in affine coordinates to be simpler. X, Y, AX plus B, AX plus C. Okay, so I don't want that A and B are 0. So I remove 0, 0, 1. I don't want that A and C are 0. So I remove 2 points of P2, but outside of these 2 points, I get a nice morphism in my definition. And well, you can do it for P2 if you want to homogenize. And okay, if you use this lemma, you can see that this is you compute what is the image in H2, because if you homogenize, you get something of degree 2. And you can check what it is, it's closed. So the image, I will say rho of A in B, P2, in fact, of degree 2 is closed. And BRP2 of degree 2. I didn't say, but the map of degree smaller than something are closed. And Okay, so it's closed. And because you have a closed map, we can have the pullback of the. Okay, so here I can in fact lift everything in H2, and here it's a closed embedding. So I have my P2 minus 2 points, which is closed in this H2, and I take the morphism. And if you look at what does this map, you see that outside of the case where B equal to C, so you have the line B equal to C, which is special. It's sent on the, if B equal to C, it's sent on the identity. And outside of this, it's an isomorphism. It's a, I don't know what it is, this, so it's more bijection. And if you look at these 2 points, they are not on this line. So I remove 2 points, okay. So I take a line in P2 and I contract it. So it's not allowed in the world of algebraic varieties or in the stacks or in the algebraic space, because in some sense you make an equivalence class which is algebraic, but it's not étal. It's even it's horrible because you contract something. So I checked, I discussed a bit with some people. So for example, S. de Jong about this, and he said no, but no problem. It has a nice structure. You can work with this. It's a new category and so on. But if you do this, for example, the local ring at the point here will have no. It's just the constant function, so it's not so nice. But he said, no problem, continue. So there are some work to do for saying what it should be as a structure, but at least it's not something that you look. So the problem doesn't come from the infinite dimension, not at all. It just even in dimension, the degree fixed, it's not the problem of dimension, it's the problem of but the generation of maps of degree 2 into maps of degree 1. So here, or in general, you can find the same problem for any degree, the generation of degree. So this is the problem. And maybe just to finish on something a bit positive, because you said, why do you study this nasty thing? It's so bad. So I didn't know before first. And second thing, now there is something positive, which is it was a question. This was a question of Sasha Farich, that to show that Beer X has always a structure of infinite dimension variety. So it was more. He saw that it was possible, and this is a counterexample. So, and the other question, which was asked by Serre, is to know if Beer P2 is, for example, over C, is a topological group. So if you say ask it like this, yes, of course, you take the trivial topology, discrete or trivial. Yeah, okay. He says with a natural topology. So what does it mean for him, natural? So it means that if you look on PGL3 in P2, here you have a topology which makes it a topological group, which is just it's matrices. So you take the distance of matrices. So the Euclidean topology, or some people say the usual topology, but in algebraic variety is not so usual. And you want it to be the same for this group. So these are the automorphism of P2, and these are the automorphism of P1 cross P1. And because both are birational to P2, you want to get this topology on this, okay? And the answer is yes. So also with in the same article, and it works. In fact, we have a topology which makes on Beer Pn. In fact, it's over C. So that which makes it a topological group, and which restricts to any algebraic group, subgroup. So I will explain tomorrow what it means, algebraic subgroup of this. But you can have an ID. So you have an algebraic group. If, here, in this case, they are all linear. So these are subgroup of GLN. So you can change their topology and make the topology the standard one, for the classical one. And you have a topological group, and you get this one always. So for any algebraic subgroup. So I will explain.
Unique with that property?
Pardon?
Is there any kind of uniqueness statement?
Oui.
Any kind of uniqueness?
Uniqueness. That's a good question. I don't know. No, I don't know. I think it should be unique, but I didn't. Yeah, in some setting, yeah, I guess that it's unique, but I'm not completely sure.
How is it related with this morphisms?
Yes. So the topology that we do is that we look on HD. So this is an algebraic variety. We take the classical algebra topology, and we take the quotient topology, because here I didn't say that not only pi_d is closed, but in fact the topology that we get on the quotient is the quotient topology of a bad relation in the algebraic variety. But here, bad relation is not so bad for it's the topological space. It was before an algebraic variety. Afterwards, it's something. It's at least it remains sequential, and so you can do a sequence, and you know if the topology. It's not Hausdorff. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. So in fact the quotient of this stays Hausdorff for bounded degree, but the union is not. And that's the problem, because every sequence, if you want it to converge, for what we did, in fact, we have the topology on the bounded set, and then we choose that we take the inductive limit topology on this. Maybe we could do something different, but and in this case, we tried a bit to try if you change to get something Hausdorff. But at some point, we thought that it could be possible to do something Hausdorff, but it's not so clear, because, for example, out A2 is contained in P2, and this one is an amalgamate product of two factors. And there are some results on amalgamate factors which says that if it's a topological group, which is Hausdorff and some relation, then one should be this one should be open in the other one. So, and in our case, it's not the case. So at the beginning, we thought that it was maybe possible to do something different, not to take the topology just by inductive limit topology, but to get something Hausdorff. But I'm not sure that it's possible anymore. So, but anyway, there is a topology for C, and in fact, you can restrict to R. You have no problem, and you can do it also for any local field. It works. And so you can work with this topology, with group topological group. You can ask, for example, over dimension 2, the group is compactly presentable. So it's generated by a compact subgroup, a compact subset, and with bounded relation. So this is over 2 in dimension 2 over C, and over R it's probably false. So we can at least continue to work. Thank you. Sorry for the.
Questions? If not, let's thank everyone once again. And we will continue tomorrow.